What if your phone could transform into a tablet? Not just any tablet, a stunning OLED display as big and vibrant as laptop screens today. A device more powerful and versatile than anything in your bag. It may sound futuristic, but this cutting-edge tech exists now. Enter Samsung's remarkable Galaxy Z Fold series, phones that literally unfold into mini tablets thanks to flexible displays. We've just gotten our first leaks of the next iteration, the highly anticipated Galaxy Z Fold 6. This begs the question, could this be the ultimate do-it-all mobile device? Let's dig into the rumors and find out. First things first, the big question on everyone's mind is when can we expect to see the Galaxy Z Fold 6 launch? Well, if Samsung follows their release schedule from the last couple of years, the Z Fold 6 will likely make its debut sometime in August 2024. For reference, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 launched in August 2023, the Z Fold 4 in August of 2022, and so on. So, an August 2024 announcement for the Z Fold 6 fits right in line. We expect Samsung to introduce the phone at one of their Unpacked events, which usually happen in the second half of the month. There are even rumors of the event happening in late July this year, so we might see an earlier than usual release. As for pricing, Samsung has kept things fairly consistent with the last few Fold generations, so we anticipate a similar $1,799 starting price for the base Z Fold 6 model. There will likely be upgraded storage variants priced higher as well, maybe maxing out at around $2,150 for 1 terabyte. Of course, Samsung usually offers pre-order discounts and trade-in deals that can knock a few $100 off the price. So if you trade in an older device, you can likely get the Z Fold 6 for $1,500 or so. Not exactly affordable, but typical flagship pricing for what's essentially a foldable tablet/phone hybrid. Now let's dive into the leaks around the Galaxy Z Fold 6 design and displays. According to prominent leakers like Ross Young and Revegnus, Samsung is tweaking the dimensions of both folding screens this time, the large interior display and the skinny cover display on the front. Starting with the main interior display, leaks indicate Samsung will modify its aspect ratio from the very tall and narrow 5:6 on the Fold 5 to a wider 1.09 to 1. This squarer aspect ratio should offer more usable screen real estate for apps and content. No details on the exact diagonal size yet, though. As for the external cover display, multiple reports suggest it'll be growing from 6.2 inches on the Fold 5 to around 6.4 inches on the Fold 6. This will better accommodate full-screen app usage without black bars or wasted space. And the most interesting part is leaks say this larger front display will adopt a new 20:9 aspect ratio, making it wider than the narrow 23:1 ratio of older Fold models. So it should feel much more natural to use the external screen one-handed. Beyond just altered dimensions, we're hopeful Samsung can shrink down the overall thickness and weight this year too. The Z Fold 5 remains quite chunky even when folded at 15.8 millimeters thick, but rumor has it the Z Fold 6 folds down to 11 millimeters thin. Not only that, but it apparently achieves this slimmer profile while also upgrading to a lighter titanium frame for enhanced durability. If true, these design changes signal a pretty major overhaul that should make the Galaxy Z Fold 6 the most polished and pocketable foldable Samsung has put out yet. Very exciting stuff. Alright, next up, let's discuss the cameras, because this could be a huge area of improvement for the Galaxy Z Fold 6. The Galaxy Z Fold 5 actually uses the exact same triple camera system carried over from the Fold 4 and even Fold 3. Consisting of a 50-megapixel main, 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and 10-megapixel 3x telephoto. And while the photos turn out decently well, it just lacks the wow factor we expect from an $1,800 Samsung flagship in 2024. But the rumor mill gives us hope. Prominent leakers report there's a chance the Galaxy Z Fold 6 adopts the same phenomenal 200-megapixel main sensor and 10-megapixel periscope zoom from the S23 Ultra. Just imagine combining that incredible photographic prowess with the Z Fold's expansive tablet-sized display multitasking capabilities. It would instantly become the ultimate camera phone for content creators and photography enthusiasts. Of course, it's also possible cost considerations could limit Samsung from bringing its top-tier camera setup to the foldable line just yet. A more modest upgrade to a 50-megapixel sensor shared with the Galaxy S24 series seems plausible too. Either way, though, we feel very optimistic Samsung will finally elevate the Z Fold cameras to be on par with its leading S Ultra and Note flagships. The days of recycling old camera gear into new $1,800 foldables needs to end. Another area where the Galaxy Z Fold 5 felt neglected was charging speeds and battery life. And that's something we desperately want addressed with the Z Fold 6. Let's start with the charging brick. The Fold 5 still ships with an ancient 15-watt charger that takes nearly 2 hours for a full charge, while even Samsung's cheaper phones offer 25 watts now. Upgrading to 45-watt or 65-watt charging that can refuel the battery in under an hour would make a world of difference, especially with power users who drain the cell quickly with 5G, the cameras, and heavy multitasking. As for the battery itself, 4,400 milliampere hours simply isn't cutting it these days, even on a power-efficient Snapdragon chipset. The Z Fold 6 would greatly benefit from a bump up to at least 5,000 milliampere hours capacity to comfortably get through a full day or more per charge. And reports indicate Samsung is indeed equipping a larger 4,650 milliampere hour battery and faster wired charging this year. Lastly, reverse wireless charging would also be an appreciated addition, so you can turn the Z Fold into a wireless charging pad for accessories like earbuds or smartwatches. It's a handy feature we get asked about a lot that's currently missing from the Fold lineup. Fingers crossed Samsung checks all these wish list boxes for the next generation. Moving on to the front display, there are two pain points we're really hoping Samsung irons out with the Galaxy Z Fold 6, the dreaded center crease and under-display selfie camera. Let's start with the crease. Now, don't get us wrong, Samsung has made impressive progress minimizing the fold indentation over the years, but it remains visible and can still be felt when running your fingers across the panel. Consider rival foldable makers like Oppo and Xiaomi have showcased nearly creaseless designs and prototypes. We think it's time for Samsung to flaunt some real innovation here as well. Our dream scenario? The Z Fold 6 debuts with a drastically subtler crease using some new advanced UTG, ultra-thin glass, technology. But realistically, some incremental improvements combined with better software optimization would still be great to see. As for the under-display selfie shooter hidden beneath the screen, our hopes aren't super high. While it's usable in good lighting, the photos still turn out quite soft and lacking in detail compared to a normal camera. If Samsung could at least improve the color accuracy, exposures, and sharpen things up a bit through better optics and post-processing, we'd call it a win. But cool as the hidden camera tech is, we doubt it'll match the quality of standard selfie shooters for a few more years at least. In the meantime, that front-firing camera should handle video calls and casual selfies just fine if the enhancements we mentioned pan out. Well, there you have it, our comprehensive first look and expectations for the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 6. It's shaping up to be Samsung's most polished and feature-packed foldable flagship yet, with an overhauled design, upgraded display dimensions, faster charging speeds, improved cameras, and lots more if the leaks prove true. Of course, the Z Fold 6 will still command an ultra-premium price tag, probably starting around $1,700 when it likely launches in August 2024. But for people who want the ultimate cutting-edge foldable tablet phone hybrid with productivity power unmatched by any other phone, it looks like the Z Fold 6 will be the one to beat. Let us know which rumors and upgrades you find most exciting for the Galaxy Z Fold 6 down in the comments. And subscribe if you're new for lots more foldable content and reviews coming soon here on the channel.